my job, but I showed up. But these things tend to happen. You might be here this at this time, and you might find yourself propelled into a new circumstance. Don't God. Don't look at your reality, and don't God. Don't look at your reality. And that's another thing that the Spirit has been speaking to me about. Don't use your reality to determine where God is going to take you. Don't God. Because he can do with you what he has done to King Saul. Where you go looking for something, you're on your merry way, and then you hear that, oh, yeah, you're going to have to be king. You know? And so the story of King Saul really resonates with me, because that is him in his humanness. But remember the verses before that the Lord had committed that he's going to basically make him into another man. So while you may go through sudden transitions, sudden shifts, and these things are real, people, I promise you, these things are real. I've only shared one experience, but I've had many, and many more to come, I know, by the grace and power of God. But when God shifts you, he equips you. He is there. You may not feel ready in the newness of the circumstance, but let me promise you, and as I'm speaking to you, I feel the presence of God. My God is faithful. He'll equip you right there. And this is exactly what the book is kind of going into now. It says, but God is faithful. He is able to work on us supernaturally. This was a supernatural transformation for Saul, right? And this is in order to help us to achieve the alignment required for us to fulfill his plan. God did this for Saul by turning him into another man, and by giving him another heart. We see later in 1 Samuel 11 that as the Spirit of God came upon Saul, God gave him a level of boldness and prophetic power that caused him to see the fear of the Lord on the people and bring the togetherness that was necessary for the victory that followed. Isn't that awesome? God is faithful to equip you. You may experience sudden transitions, sudden shifts in your circumstances. You've been praying. You have been praying. Listen, these terms I want you to be aware of. Transformation and transition. Don't focus on your reality. God is always transforming us. And he's always taking us from glory to glory. We're shifting, when things are shifting, and we are shifting into different realms and different realities. So don't get caught up in what you're seeing only. Know that the God that you've been praying for, that you've been trusting, and that you've been putting a lot of things before, will hear and answer you. And sometimes when he does, it's a transition that takes place. Sometimes it's a transformation. And transformation will come with a transition. I love that. And listen, if you know me, you know I love all things change. I love things that are complex, that involves change and transition. So I'm very much excited about this. But just open your heart and know that there's nothing for you to be nervous about. And I'm talking to myself, because my first reaction when I see the newness and when I'm into a new space and when I know this is not the same and this is not normal, sometimes in our humanness, the response is, God, I can't do this. This is a little too much. I got to hide. And you know, what I want you to bear in mind is that God is faithful to equip you. So even if you don't feel fully equipped there, he is working on you wherever he places you. And he's faithful